Wow, so this is what being an old man feels like. If so, I feel sorry for the old dude. It feels just like yesterday I popped this game into the Nintendo 64, sat in front of you guys and reviewed this game. Man, the memories. Oh well, already reviewed this game. But anyways, yes, it is me, the Retro Gaming Critic, and it has been officially 1 year since the start of this series. And man, it feels crazy that it's already been that long. I really thank you all for sticking around with the series and putting up with my nonsense. And since the first review was a Nintendo 64 game, I thought we'd review another. So today we'll be reviewing Nuclear Strike 64. I feel like it's appropriate to do this game because, well, if you didn't know, which I'm sure everyone knows, it's been going all over the world. On February 24th, Russia's announced and launched full-scale invasion on Ukraine. And they've made multiple nuclear threats to all these different countries. And so, I felt in a little trolly mood, so we'll be reviewing Nuclear Strike. It's in the name. Now, it's really sad what's going on in Ukraine, but Ukraine is putting up a really good fight against Russia. Putin's some stupid psychopath, and I don't know, man. Ukraine's got this. They got this under control. So yeah, we'll be reviewing Nuclear Strike 64.
Oh man, Nuclear Strike, dude, I play that game all the time when I'm in the bathroom. Oh man, when that Chinese food really kicks in, oh god.
No, wrong Nuclear Strike, Jester.
Bull crap, that one you're holding there is a Chinese bootleg of the game. Oh god, speaking of Chinese, better go.
Was I supposed to review this game with Sergeant Janus? Oh, what the heck, what is he doing at this time? What the heck?
Hey, Critic, you there? Hello? Man, these Russian battlefields are crazy.
Ah, what the heck, Janus? What are you doing this time? Get your butt over here. We're reviewing game. Plus, America isn't involved with this on the battlefield. So what are you even doing over there?
Well, gets me outside the house to get some exercise. And you don't do anything. You just stay inside your house playing video games.
Well, dude, you know we're reviewing a military-based game today, right?
Oh, really? What game is that, Critic?
Yeah, it's Nuclear Strike 64. Sarge? Sarge, you there? Hello, you there, Sarge? Hello?
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God, he scared the crap out of me, dude. Hold on. Ukraine's across the globe. How'd you even get here that fast?
Well, I have my ways.
Well... Okay, then. Well, let's get into the review. But before we do... You see that? E for everyone. I don't know. Let's just get into it now. Released in 1999 for the Nintendo 64, Nuclear Strike 64 is an action military game where you blow up terrorists, buildings, vehicles, and complete missions while doing so. The game is actually the last video game of the series known as the Strike series. You had Desert Strike, Jungle Strike, Urban Strike, Soviet Strike, and then this game. Nuclear Strike, which was also released on the Sony PlayStation, which is the superior port since it had all of the missions, graphics were slightly better, and audio was much better. The Nintendo 64 port was the opposite of this, due to compression of data into a cartridge. What I normally do when reviewing a series of games is review them in order, meaning going from the first game all the way to the final. But I don't have any of the original games, I only have Nuclear Strike. So, given the circumstances of the world, I can't let this game go to the waste. Anyways, let's get into the game. The story of the game is you are part of the Strike Team, an international special organization whose missions are unregulated by any government. It is you and the Strike Team's job to keep World War III from happening. Anyways, the Strike Team faces its toughest job yet. An ex-CIA intelligence officer, Colonel Lamonda, is a suspected terrorist that has stolen a nuclear warhead that is currently positioned in a jungle in Southeast Asia. He has placed heavy ground forces around the area, and it is your job to stop the madman and his forces. Because the Strike Team suspects that Lemon will not hesitate to send off the missile once his ground forces are established. Okay, now this is a really great story for the game. Stories are meant to motivate you to complete the game. So, they execute it really well here. Now, granted, we know what will probably happen. Lamonda will either get killed or captured and the nuke won't go off. It's like a simple story of saying, Little Billy drank a can of WD-40. What happened to him? Well, he died, of course. But we don't know exactly how he died. Was it heart malfunctions, respiratory malfunctions? It's like what happens in Nuclear Strike. We really don't know yet. I bring this up because people wonder, well, what's so important about the story of the game? All you have to do is just have fun. Well, I just said it. Stories motivate players to beat the game. And if that still doesn't grab your attention, then let Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson explain it to you. In the game, there are a total of 5 levels, with 3 scenarios each, and 2 to 3 missions in each scenario. In the first level, the Strike Team is assigned to destroy an informant village with Lamonda's troops gathering information on the resistance. Looking at the map by pressing start, you will get different options in blinking colors on the map. By selecting mission, these blue colors alert us what needs to be attacked in order to complete the mission. We can also locate certain enemies that will be defined by a red marker, and can also locate assets we need for our helicopter like fuel, armor, and ammo that will be defined by a green marker. The map is a crucial part of the game which tells us where to go, and the compass at the top will lead us to wherever we have selected. Making our way to the village, we are greeted by hovercrafts, tanks, and soldiers. We have 4 ways of attacking. We can use our guns, which deals the least damage but we have the most ammo of, rockets, which deals a greater damage, missiles, which pack a real big punch and usually destroys everything in one hit, and wingtips, which destroy anything in one hit, but also the weapon we have the least amount of, and cannot be refilled with normal ammunition supply. To really be good at the game, you must know what weapon to use on which enemy. If not, you will deplete your health fast. The map on the left corner lets us know what is on the screen or approaching. Red means enemies, and blue is what we need to destroy for the mission, like I said. Once you eliminate everything for the mission, a new one will start and will be announced on the map screen. The next mission in the level is to rescue Agent Naja, a member who has been captured. We then have to go to her, which can be told where she is on the map, and then we will have to battle some enemies surrounding her that was revealed once we pick her up. Wait, if she was captured, then why was she just standing there all willy-nilly?
Woo, Nelly! Beats me, I would have been out there faster than a speed of light. Prayers for the old man.
Oh, Sarge, trust me. There will be no angel for that old man, considering his speed. Anyways, you then have to drop off the agent to an area with a motorcycle, which she then hops on, and you have to escort her through the land. And good God! Why is she moving so damn slow? What is this, a Hot Wheels car? Even that moves faster than this. So once we finally reach where she needs to go, but then, guess what? We pick her up when she reaches a location and bring her to her base. So what was the point? Why couldn't we just bring her to the base instead of having to wait for her slow motorcycle to reach it to a base that's not even theirs? We could have just picked her up and this mission would have been over. Even this scenario. Makes no sense. Oh boy.
Dang! I know driving motorcycles is fun and all, but we literally have terrorists trying to blow us up. And then she's just driving there like it's a line at Popeyes.
When I first ever played the game, I just left when she made it to the location. I made it to base, landed on the landing pad, and the mission wouldn't end. I stood there for 30 seconds and thought I had to kill all of the enemies, so I went back and killed the remaining few, went back to the base, and the level wouldn't end. But then I found out you were supposed to leave with nausea, but it never specified that and made it no sense whatsoever. On to the next scenario. Before we do, I'd like to go over the graphics. The graphics in the game for all ports are pretty decent. It uses rendered textures all over the land that look quite blurry due to compression. The brightness of the game really matches a war scenario. Dark and gloomy. The soundtracks in the game fit very nice with the game, giving you that expedition and fighting type feel. Though the audio does suffer major compression due to trying to scale this onto a Nintendo 64 cartridge. In Scenario 2, you are assigned to liberate a town being held by Lamanda's troops. In this level, Naja's troops are under siege in the small town, and you must destroy Lamanda's forces. In Mission 1, you are assigned to protect the town from enemy forces. There will be ACVs, light and heavy tanks, and also foot soldiers. There's not much of them within the first mission, so it should be quite easy. In the second mission, you're escorting Naja's PBR boats down the river to assist you in destroying Lamanda's river fortress. The intensity is picked up slightly with more scattered out troops, and you must eliminate all obstructions in their way. This is how missions and scenarios will be for every level. They'll start out normal and then go up to a bit more challenging. Now, keep in mind, as you're fighting enemies, you do want to keep an eye out for your armor and fuel. Escorting them is easy, but when you're low on armor, fuel, and ammo, you need to fly away to the nearest location and replenish them. This leaves Naja's boats vulnerable to attacks, so you'll want to get back as quickly as you can. Once Naja's troops arrive down the river safely and all obstructions are clear, you'll then be assigned to rescue commandos that have been captured by Lamanda's troops. You'll pick them up with your winch and drop them off at nearby helicopters. Once that's done, you're done with the scenario. Now the final scenario is where the difficulty really starts to get picked up. In Mission 1 of Scenario 3, you're tasked to capture 3 of Lamanda's generals. This may sound easy, but the generals are inside of the building that are heavily protected by foot soldiers, artillery, and heavy tanks. You'll want to destroy the building holding the generals, but be careful not to kill them. Just shoot one of the buildings with a rocket and clear out heavy weapons so you don't take much damage. Once you capture all 3 generals, the second mission begins. Now, I should note, there are no armor assets in this scenario. The only way to repair your helicopter is by rescuing POWs and dropping them off. Each POW will replenish 200 hit points, which may only last you a bit of action. This is what changes this whole scenario and what makes it really challenging. In the second mission after capturing the generals, you will drop off Naja at Lamanda's jungle fortress. You must protect her from troops entering with her. If too much enemies get in with her, she will die and you will fail the scenario. So if you die, you get 3 tries before you fail the scenario. But if someone like Asian Naja dies in the mission, then the scenario will fail automatically, and you get no tries for that. It's kind of frustrating, but it's fair. A good way to hold off enemies from breaching the building is to blow up the transport vehicles that pull up with the soldiers. Once you hold off the enemies for a while, Mission 3 will begin, and this one took me multiple attempts. You have to stop Lamanda from escaping with his enemy convoy by destroying one of the jeeps. I didn't find out that was how to stop him until my 6th attempt. And the first time I succeeded with this mission, I died right as soon as I did, and failed the scenario. But once you finally beat the mission, it's not over yet. You have to pick up Naja from the jungle fortress, and then you have to return to base and beat the level. Quick question. How is this a military base when all it is a helicopter pad and some refills. It's like sleeping in the middle of a battlefield. Like, imagine you're the enemy of the helicopter, you wake up and you just see a helicopter just shooting down on you. That'd be quite terrifying. And to be honest, that's some Jester IQ level right there. Once you finish a level, you get a letter for a code. I'm guessing it's for a cheat code, since there's a cheat code menu in options. Though I think it's to add letters to your code list, since you are missing letters in the cheat code option. So that's the first level of Nuclear Strike, and that's pretty much the premise of the game. But we're not going to end the review there. We're going to try to defeat all 5 levels. So, grab your popcorn and let's begin. I want some popcorn. In Scenario 1 of Level 2, you are assigned to pick up treasure from an island and drop it off at the military advisor and mercenary's house named Cash. The team needs Cash's services to successfully complete the mission.
Huh. Someone likes money so much that their name is Cash? Man, Mr. Krabs has some serious competition on his part.
Once you drop off the treasure, you need to pick up Cash before he is killed by the terrorists. Once you've picked him up, you need to take out missiles all over the map before they take off. The final mission is what Cash needs to do. You have to drop Cash off on an island to infiltrate a launch bunker armed with a warhead. When you drop him off, enemies will be trying to control the area again. And while doing that, you'll want to wait for the missile to pop out of the bunker and launch. But you must destroy it before it successfully takes off. This mission took a few tries because I didn't know you were supposed to destroy the missile when it came out. Rookie mistake. In the next scenario, the strike team needs to take out another terrorist to be able to catch Lamondo. So in the first mission of the second scenario, you need to take out an enemy helicopter airfield by destroying all anti-aircraft missiles, soldiers, ground vehicles, and helicopters. At first I destroyed all helicopters by shooting them with missiles and my guns. But then I found out a few retries after the scenario due to the final mission that I could just drop off Naja and she would bulldoze most of the helicopters. So that made things a little easier and quicker. After that, you need to take out some pirate ships that are making their way to pick up POWs that will be turned into slaves for their military. That's pretty harsh. But first of all, why is it some pirate ship? What is this? The 1700s, where the British were sailing the seas into America? And second of all, can't the POWs just refuse to fight for the terrorists and be killed on spot? Because fighting for them will be unloyal to your country. So, I really don't understand this. It's kind of weird. Like, what are they gonna do? Win anyways?
Well, Chrissy boy, it ain't that simple. You see, back in the Vietnam, me and my best buddy was captured. We were brought to a Vietnamese POW camp where we were starved, tortured, screamed at, and some of us were not killed by the Vietnamese soldiers with their weapons. Crap, that would be the easy way to go, but we were killed by the sinking conditions we were put under. Oh God, brings back bad memories. They tried to make us fight for them, but we refused to fight for them. We stayed loyal to the States, so they tortured us even more than they had when we were first brought here. We got bamboo shoots put under our nails. We were forced to wear all black sleeve clothing in the Vietnamese summer sun. We had to eat our popsicle with the plastic corner poking out and cutting our lips, turning us into the Joker. And when our hands got sticky, we couldn't wash them. And dear God, was our hands sticky. But luckily, one night, when a Vietnamese soldier was forcing me to clip his toenails, I tackled him off the chair, and I took them toenail clippers and slit his throat. I grabbed my M16 assault rifle that he has took from me, and I blasted him to bits.
And so I took the key out of his pocket, rushed out the cell, killed all the Vietnamese soldiers who were there, and freed every last one of my buddies. That, Chris, that right there is the Vietnam War. That's true war. And since the war is nothing but a gory mess, carry on. So once you liberate the POWs, we move on to the final mission of the level. First of all, I want to tell you that it took me 2 hours to complete this scenario. And well, it's because of this mission we're about to do. In the mission, you have to destroy 4 warships with missiles and their docks. I thought this mission would have a bit of challenge, but would only take 1 try to beat. But nope! I had to restart the scenario 8 times because of the mission. What you need to do is pick up 2 naval mines conveniently placed to the side of the island and place them both in front of the warships. You need to alert 2 of the warships to drive them into the naval mines. This softens one of them up to take out in the matter of a few missiles. But then, the rest don't even take any damage. I shoot them with my missiles, rockets, and one of my wingtips, and it doesn't do anything to them. It takes 3 dang wingtips to cause any sort of damage. I keep going back and forth refilling my ammo and cannot take all of them out. I can take out 2, but the rest would just escape. This level was beating the crap out of me. I made 5 attempts at this point and made no progress. But then I went back to that little helicopter island from the first mission and destroyed a building that uncovered something very interesting. Taking out this large aircraft shelter in this small building will uncover a jet and an arrow landing pad. When you land the helicopter on the arrow, you will switch into the jet. This jet gives you 3,000 rounds of your machine gun, 200 rockets, 48 missiles, and 8 wingtips. This helped out tremendously. I could take out the first 2 with less effort, but I died right after that. But luckily, you go back to your helicopter and you have the same weapons as you did before you got into the jet. So after 2 more attempts, I was finally able to take out the ships. Now, all I have to do is destroy the docks. But it's not so easy. You have enemy vehicles up on you 24/7 trying to shoot you down. At this point, already destroying all the ships, I've exhausted all my lives and have used up my armor refills. So I'm doomed. I tried dodging them, but the freaks killed me. So I have to take out the helicopter field again, destroy the pirate ships, free the POWs, and try to take the ships out again. And then try to destroy the docks with my last life. And I died again. God! This level's making me want to commit war crimes against the Russian soldiers in Ukraine who are committing war crimes against the Ukrainians. God, I need a break. I'm gonna go get a drink. What a loser. These snowflakes these days. They can't beat 1 simple level without getting mad. It's a video game. Watch this. I'm gonna show them how it's done. That was pretty simple. I don't know what the fuss was all about. Alright, I'm back. Whoa. Did you beat the mission? Yep, and I didn't see what was so hard.
I mean, considering you're just a snowflake, I guess I could see. Man, I couldn't imagine you in a war. You must be crazy in one. Why is it whenever I'm stuck on a level and I'm like pulling my hair out, you or Jester and maybe even the old man are able to beat it, while I'm just stuck on it for hours and maybe never able to beat it? This makes no sense. Get out of my way. You just suck at video games, I guess.
No, there was just too much going on. I couldn't even process what was happening. Anyways, let's proceed. In the final scenario of level 2, you're designed to kill Huang's brother. In mission 1, you need cash to infiltrate the barracks. Then you must destroy the barracks and pick cash back up. Now this is what I like. Games where you can destroy buildings with no consequences.
Oh man. Oh, I just let napalm out of my butt crack. Oh, that felt good. Anyways, who needs video games for destruction when you just have a hammer? Oh God! Oh man, that was uncool and uncalled for. What was that for, man?
Uncool? You call that uncool? You try to put it all there on the wall. You call that uncool? Go watch anything about the human boy. Get here, fatty.
First of all, they smell fine to me. And second of all, my breath just smells like hot dogs. Man, you guys are really uncool and unfunny. Oh, I'm out of here. I swear, that kid must be hitting his head with a hammer every second of his life.
So after destroying the barracks, you then need to destroy Huang's supply depot. Once that's finished, you need to capture Huang alive while he is guarded by his troops. While doing these missions, you're also picking up components of a bomb. And once Huang's captured, you get the final component, then drop the bomb on an oil rig.
My poor American heart. Seeing all that oil go to waste like that. No wonder gas prices are surging. Jesus.
After destroying the oil rig, you follow Huang's boat and capture him once he reaches the shore. And now you've completed level 2. Woohoo! Only 3 more levels to go. In level 3, we make our way to North Korea. In mission 1 of the first scenario, we need to pick up 3 North Korean security agents with close ties to the strike team, who are being interrogated. We're giving a modified civilian helicopter with low armor and less lethal weapons for the scenario, so it will be quite challenging. You will go through some heavy combat with multiple anti-aircraft weapons and armored vehicles. You want to make sure you rescue the agent fleeing the building in a timely manner, so they are not killed. In the second mission, you will need to destroy APC vehicles by knocking down power lines and making them crash into them. Once all APCs are destroyed, we move on to the next scenario. In the second scenario, we need to evacuate diplomats from an area since a nuke is planned to be detonated. So in the first mission, you will escort a school bus through the roads. And the president's also on the bus and says some lines that made me chuckle a bit. I don't know, this just made me chuckle a bit. So, you need to kill any enemies from destroying the bus, which will kill its occupants, and get the diplomats to safety. God, and of course the bus is slow. Why wouldn't it be? This is nuclear strike after all. In the second mission, you will cover airlifts from oncoming enemies. You will need to do this a couple of times, and once all of that is over, you can return to base and end the scenario. That mission wasn't too difficult, but we'll be stepping up the difficulty from here. In the second scenario, you will need to escort a train with the diplomats. You'll need to shoot tanks and also flip the switch of the rails so you don't collide with a suicide train. It's not the most difficult thing ever. And oh yeah, of course the train is slow. Why wouldn't it be? What the heck? Even a goddamn steam engine is slower? I think you'd be better off walking in this game. This makes no sense. This just makes absolutely no sense. So, in the second mission you need to destroy a palace. I thought it would take no time since destroying the barracks was pretty easy and quick, but no! The palace is surrounded by enemies, and when I say surrounded, I mean the place is filled up with enemies, like families gathered in Times Square for the ball drop. And not to mention, the palace behaves just like those 4 warships. They hardly take any damage,
I'm shooting these buildings till the days are over, and it takes so many shots. On top of that, you have to worry about the enemies trying to take you down. So just a fair warning, when you're escorting the train, don't blow off all your wingtips, missiles, and rockets. After about 10 minutes of shooting the palace, I finally destroyed it all, but I was so close to dying in my last life. So that ends this scenario and level.
God dang. Well, that was level 3. I'm sure we'll be cooling down after this, right?
In scenario 1 of level 4, you'll need to pick up a man helping the strike team. After that, you await orders on an assault approaching the area. North Korean forces will be invading all sides of the map, north, east, south, and west. It becomes Satan's world of hell. There are these 2 tank depots creating Lamanda's strongest tanks, and they keep spewing out like ants leaving a fire ant after I kick it. You can destroy one of them, but the other one you can't. And holy crap, these tanks are flooding the map. And unfortunately, I could not get past this scenario. I cannot figure out what to do for the life of me. There's not a lot of walkthroughs on this game on the internet, but the ones that do aren't even a help at all. Am I supposed to destroy all of the tanks? That's quite impossible. I don't know what I'm defending and I don't know what I'm destroying. What am I supposed to do?
Say guys, this is what makes this review stop. I cannot get past this. I've been recording for 4 hours so far and I'm taking up a lot of space on my PC. So yeah, I'm gonna have to stop here. The problem is, I could just save the game, right? And just come back. Well, my control pack is corrupted. It will not save anything. Wait a minute. Sarge, you beat that other level, maybe you can beat this one.
Yay, sorry, Private, but I observed what you did and can't figure out what to do either. So, I guess we gotta end it there.
Crap, that's a bummer. Well guys, I know how the game ends. I found a video that shows the ending, so we'll go over that right now.
In the final mission of the level, you kill Lamanda in a pretty intense battle. After that, it's just a screen congratulating you.
I'm serious. That's all there is. This game had a really great, intriguing story at the beginning, but the end was like taking a crap on a Taco Bell burrito. Whatever. I mean, it was a good start for the story, but it just feels worthless after that. So anyways, now that we have the review out of the way, let's get into the scoring.
For those of you who are new to this series, here's the score system. The graphics are scored 0 to 10, music and audio 0 to 20, storyline 0 to 25, gameplay 0 to 30, and controls 0 to 35. This all adds up to 120 points total. I give the graphics and visual appearance of Nuclear Strike 64 a 7.5 out of 10. The Nintendo 64 version of Nuclear Strike really suffers from compression. They bring in real textures and add them into models. Doesn't look too bad, but it really shows its age and can look really blurry. I give the music and audio of Nuclear Strike 64 a 13 out of 20. The music is quite lacking at points and can sound quite repetitive. This also suffers major compression flaws too. I give the storyline of Nuclear Strike 64 a 17 out of 25. I love the story this game has to offer, but unfortunately, the ending just sucks. As I said, an interesting story keeps the players going on with the game and trying to beat it, while a bad story will give a player no motivation, and if you get a great story with an awful ending, it feels like it was all for nothing. I give the gameplay and features of Nuclear Strike 64 a 25 out of 30. The thing I really love about the game is the multiple aspects of missions it brings in. From destroying nuclear warheads to rescuing POWs, it's absolutely amazing. You have a lot of different weapons to use on your chopper, and knowing which ones to use on which enemy can really determine how well you play this game and beat it. And you're not limited to just a chopper, you also have other vehicles too. I give the controls of Nuclear Strike 64 a 35 out of 35. The game controls really well, and you can pick up high speeds by leaning your chopper, which is a plus. So with everything all added up, we get the total score of 97.5 out of 120, giving us an 81% and the letter grade of a B.
So yeah everyone, that is Nuclear Strike for the Nintendo 64. This game was pretty fun. I enjoyed my time playing this. It was really stressful, but hey, that's what you get with video games a lot of times. Every video game has some stress to go with it. But at the end of the day, it was really fun, and I think you guys should give this game a try. I recommend you guys going with the PSX or PS1 version. The Nintendo 64 version isn't that bad, but it is pretty flawed compared to the other ones. Not gonna lie, this was a pretty solid way to end the series of the Nuclear Strike game franchise. From what I've seen on videos, of course. Now, does this game hold up today? On the Nintendo 64 version, not that much, but on PS1 and PSX, it holds up pretty nicely. So yeah, guys, that's gonna conclude this month's review. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next month. See you guys later.
Come on! God, why are you stuck? Get out of the system! What? Can't pull out a simple Nintendo 64 cartridge? Get out of my way, you need to hit the gym! Alright then, you give it a try. Alright. Jesus Christ! It's really stuck in there.
Yeah, what's about me hitting the gym?
You still need to. What the fuck? What is this damn cuckoo land? Where am I? Oh Christ. Not this again.
Message for Lester. Take the Sega Game Gear located to the left of you.
Huh?
Please click the button with the marking Start to the right of the game.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck off.
Hello there, Private Janus. I see you stumbled upon my Windows XP writer.
Hey, that's Sergeant Janus to you, fat ass.
Not in my book. Don't you think you're a little too overweight to be a sergeant?
Hey, you shut up, fat ass. I'd come over there and shove a brick up your ass. You 1920s black and white looking Disney character. I put on a few pounds, but that was because these past 2 game reviews I've been doing. But now I'm definitely gonna lose some.
Whatever. Anyways, you're stuck here now. One of the ships will be here to pick you up. You have no weapons. You're vulnerable. If you don't comply, you will be met with brutal force.
Come here, you damn shit hounds! Do your worst! Come on! Come at me!
Very well then. There's no turning back at this point. Changing how you act doesn't exist here. Very well then. Goodbye, Janus.
Hell yeah! Good thing I always have a spare zapper on me. Okay, concealed carry today. Could save your life. Now, can I get out of here?
Is the color of the marble in your hand yellow?
Oh, you poor soul. It's orange.
Dude, that marble in your hand is literally yellow, you twat.
Are you colorblind? This marble is literally orange. You need to get some colorblind glasses.
No, I don't. I would even say you're colorblind and need those glasses. You probably don't even know your colors to begin with.
Well, Chris, yellow does make orange, so therefore it's orange. So I win.
I'm done. I had it. It's impossible to play games with your microscopic brain.
Woo, doggy. That was fun.
Oh, well. Seems you're back. What happened?
Well, let's just say episode 4 came back to me. That was some madness. Anyways, I'm gonna go commit some madness in the bathroom.
I see you're playing with marbles. Can I join you over there? I haven't played with those since I was a kid. Sure. Better playing this with Jester.